All right. So, let's see. Young and dumb, okay? / respect your elders. So, oh my gosh. Let's see. Hold up. There's something I wanted to say. Okay, earlier, I'll say like last month or whatever. I'll probably think around the 15th or whatever. After I was finished recording the video, I have, this is probably like last month, excuse me. Had iced coffee. Where's my water at? After I finished recording the video, I'm going down, heading down to my house. I crossed the street, but, the light already, my gosh. I had this iced coffee and it's kind of screwed up my throat. I had butter pecan. I don't really eat butter pecan like that. I don't have any allergies. It just feel weird. So anyway, so I'm over here. I finished recording that video, I did last month, and then the light, the light turns red. It's green for me, red for them. So I'm crossing over since I'm coasting into the intersection, and then a driver come. I thought they was about to run the light. They was about to run the light maybe. So I was already prepared to stop, break my bike or whatever. I need to upload that short of me about my bike, interesting thing about my bike. So yeah, I'm gonna upload it eventually. So I'm about ready to brake and everything. So I'm already in the middle of the street, so I have to I'm trying to decide to brake and stuff like that. I thought they was about to basically hit me and stuff like that. So yeah, shoot. But when the way how that person who drove that car, the way how they brake that car, like hit the brakes, it was actually really, really hot, really sexy actually. Really hot. Okay, yeah. Why? Because they braked. It was kind of like a fast brake. It was like a very smooth but hard brake. Okay, it went along. I'll do it this way anyway. It went along the lines of like they brake and then like this and then like that. But they brake so perfectly, even though it was kind of like it wasn't an abrupt stop. Okay, it was just a smooth braking. They braked to the point where they actually did not cross the line. There's a line before the crosswalk when you're driving and stuff like that. That person actually braked really nice. I was like, man, that was a really sexy braking right there. So yeah, the reason why I'm so obsessed with braking is because of roller coasters and stuff like that. Roller coaster braking, I don't know why. It's just, oh my gosh, the most sexiest kind of braking ever in existence. Okay, why I say that is because roller coasters, they're, it's all like, gravity and potential energy and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's potential energy. It's either between kinetic and potential energy. I forgot. I need to study it more. But roller coasters, the thing is, people, I know I'm sidetracked. I know, 3 minutes, man. Thing is, people, they think roller coasters are fully controlled. I'm receiving a call. I'll answer later. People think roller coasters are fully controlled by the operator. No, that's not how it works. After the coaster goes down, leaves the first drop, that's all gravity doing the work. That's all gravity. The train, potential energy, and kinetic energy is all doing it. Okay, so yeah. The thing is, because the roller coaster train has no power at all. I know I'm talking real loud. This is unrelated. Because the roller coaster train has no power at all. It's nothing but gravity doing up, going up and stuff like that. It just simply have enough kinetic energy to go up and down these mountains and stuff like that. The train, it's literally coasting. It's literally in neutral. Think of cars in neutral, okay? The car is in neutral. The roller coaster train is in neutral, basically. There is no parking. There's no driving. There's no reverse on roller coasters at all. It's all nothing but neutral. Natural falling, like for an example. That's how it works. The thing is, with roller coaster brakes, the only reason why a roller coaster stops at the end of the ride is because the tracks has the brakes. Whenever the train, this is going to be super nerd, but whenever the train passes through the final brake line, what it's called, there's our brake clamps on the track that look something like this, usually like this. Usually they're closed by default, and whenever the train come flying in it, it's somewhat like this actually, but there's a fin underneath the on the underside of the train that comes sliding into the closed brakes, something like that. Shoot, like that, like this. You know, it forces it open, but it's stopping the train, like so, like that. So yeah, that's why you know that's why I know 5 minutes of me talking about roller coasters and stuff like that. So yeah. But the thing is, that driver, it was a woman. It was a woman driving. I was very surprised at that. Usually women drivers are the main people who almost hit me in down here in Georgia. They're always on their phone and junk. I've seen a couple males. They need to stop being feminine and stuff like that, or being an idiot, as a matter of fact. But yeah, usually women drivers do that. But that was a woman who braked very hard. Like, okay, sister. I was like, that. Okay, you got them braking. So yeah, hopefully I brake pretty decent once I start driving. Okay, that's enough. All clear. Dispatch. All right, so now young and dumb / respect your others. Oh my gosh, young and dumb. I have notes this time, but it's on my screen because I forgot to bring my notepad or whatever. So yeah, so people at my job, and I think this elders period. To me, if you're over the age of 40, you are an elder to me. You are an elder. You constitute as an elder. Why? Because this demand in respect and this demand in authority, power, or whatever. Okay, look, I understand your age and stuff like that. I'm not here to be disobedient, disrespectful towards elders and stuff like that. The Bible literally says respect your elders. I think that's an Old Testament preaching. I think I would have to read my Bible more often. Even though you know, I'm pretty sure Jesus mentioned something about obeying, respecting elders. I'm pretty sure. I need to read my Bible. That's the point. The point is the Bible says respect your elders. So I want to do the best thing I can to respect my elders. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Young and dumb. The thing is, people, you know, both everybody, specifically elders, you know, older people and stuff like that, and you know, young people, they seem to, you know, is this a moth? Is that a butterfly? Okay, that's a butterfly. They seem to party and stuff like that. And specifically when they go in college or whatever. Whenever they go in college, they always like to party and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. When I was younger, that's all mosquitoes right there. They better stay the hell over there. They better stay over there. I already got enough mosquito bites. See, look at that. They bit me and everything. See, look. 2. Well, and there's another one. 3. There's some more on this arm too. 4. This one already big right here. So yeah. Yes, I have been scratching them. Oh yeah, another one right here. This is recent. This one just bit me. Man, screw this. And don't forget this. I already showed that one. So anyways, yeah. So yeah, yeah. When I was younger, I did want to go to parties because I wanted to experience going to parties. I always wanted to go over friends' houses, but my parents never let it me. I might make a whole separate video about how my parents failed me, but technically, there's already a take 2. Technically, it will be take 3, technically, because every single time I record the videos, either I think I'm telling a little bit too much personal information to a point where I need to re-record it, and I think sometimes I just be feeling bad because I'm talking bad about my parents. Well, some of it is the truth, okay? My child parents did too much. So yeah. Anyways, I always wanted to go to parties and stuff like that. I always wanted to go to my friends' parties and stuff like that. And you know, eventually, especially in high school, I really wanted to go to high school parties like that, just like how it was in the movies. You know, not necessarily drinking or whatever, but that just going to parties and stuff like that, and like Halloween parties, and especially, I'm gonna have to make a separate video about religion, how me being, yeah, I think that'll go part of it, religion and strict parents or something like that. So yeah, I wanted to go to Halloween parties and stuff like that in high school. I wanted to participate in all that stuff. Did I want to get laid in high school? No. I'm gonna say no. Back then, you know, when I started my whole PMO journey and stuff like that. PMO, you know what PMO is? Pornography, masturbation, orgasm. That's what it means. When I started my PMO journey back then in high school, I found no need. I mean, this is basically, it was like, this is what I'm gonna do before, you know, this is what I'm gonna do while I'm since I'm single, this is what I'm gonna do. That's high school me. That's what high school me said. Not me now. I disagree for my high school stuff. I really wish he, that asshole, me, when I was, I really wish I never, I wish I gave up that day, that night, as a matter of fact, when I had my first nut. I don't want to talk much about that. That's a little too personal. I'm not going to talk about that. But in this high school party, me as a young kid, teenager, I wanted to party, especially in high school. And if that was going to happen, okay, I was going to go to college and have college parties and stuff like that. The regular college experience, explore myself as a young person and everything. I wanted to do all of that, have a nice college life. I wanted to have a normal life. I really wanted to do that, but obviously that didn't happen. So yeah, I think, I'm not fully sure if any elders think I've partied ever in my life. I don't really know. However, I wanted to. I kind of don't want to go to no parties now, especially no adult parties. I don't know. Maybe I might have to hold a party like how I did in SydeLeaderRay episode 2. In SydeLeaderRay episode 2, check out SydeLeaderRay episode 2. SydeLeaderRay Plays channel, link in the description. SydeLeaderRay episode 2, I held a party. So yeah, my very first party, SydeLeaderRay party. It's called the first party. I don't know. So yeah, drinking and stuff like that. I have never drank, okay? I have picked up a few drinks, okay? And one was open because she wanted me to pour it out and everything. No, I didn't have to smell it. No, I didn't. I smelled it right then and there because it was, man, that beer nasty. Yeah, I've never drank. I've never had a drink or whatever. I never had any wine, nothing. No, not even no alcohol water or something like that. I never had any of that stuff. None of that toxic shit. None of that toxic drink. All that poison in my body. I never had it. So that's something I kind of refuse to do. If anything, I think I gotta say it was kind of religion to why I never got a chance to drink or whatever. And unfortunately, back then, when I was more religious back in the day, I kind of thought drinking was a sin, that you should not be doing it. My childhood parents, they were so religious and so up on that. So yeah. And for the record, for specifically non-Christians out there, there's a difference. I may be Christian. I am a Christian, okay? But I'm a Christian following Christ, not religion. I know some of my practice, like my virginity, me find a virgin wife, and you know, trying not to sin and stuff like that, is technically somewhat religious. But who I follow is Jesus Christ, not religion. If anything, I think Jesus was so up on Jesus Christ. He was so up on the Pharisees and the Caesars or whatever, the Roman soldiers or whatever, Pharisees or whatever, about the religion, even though their God was Caesar or whatever. But point being, God was really Jesus Christ on earth when he was on his mortal life on earth or whatever. I think God is a hybrid of mortal and immortal now. I think Jesus is a hybrid of mortal and immortal. Oh, cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm just doing too much. My mortal brain can't fathom eternity and immortality. So yeah. I am God's child. That's who I am. God's child who follows Jesus Christ. That's it. I'm not religious, okay? I know I follow the religion, but I follow Christ, not religion, okay? Anyway, so yeah. I never really wanted to drink. I've never drank. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Smoking. Now, smoking, I have never also smoked. I've never smoked, and I don't plan on doing that. The thing is, obviously, I'm young. Elders are going to think, and even other young people is going to think I do that stuff, okay? But no, that's the thing. I literally had a former coworker. He was a high school kid. I think he was a junior at the time. He was a high school kid that actually thought that I was, partying, smoking, drinking, and stuff like that. And this lady across the street, but it ain't gonna matter. She across the street, drinking and stuff like that. He also thought I was getting girls and stuff like that. He thought I was not, he thought obviously I was not a virgin. So yeah, if anything, he kind of found it a little problematic that I was a virgin at 21 years old. Yeah, he kind of did actually, but eventually I think he learned to respect it because his homie regretted losing his virginity, this virgin, and he's, I think, 17, 18 years old. I don't know when he lost his virginity, but it had to be like, I don't know, a few years ago before, But yeah, I haven't seen him in a while, that dude in a while. His homie. So yeah, that high school kid, he was actually quite, he was quite up on that. He really thought I was, into that kind of lifestyle, drinking, smoking, partying, and all that stuff, and having sex, having hoes and stuff like that. But no, I'm far from that. I'm far from that. So yeah. And the peer pressure, people that, some, I want to say elders think, I'm into, I was actually, being Oh my gosh, the mosquitoes are gone. That's probably why I have that new mosquito bite. Some of them even right here. And they can't mind their own business for nothing. Do not tell me one bit me on my finger. I think one did. They doing too much. So yeah, peer pressure. I've never fallen victim of the peer pressure. I guess I could say because my childhood parents were so religious and put that in my brain. I would say, I mean, thank you. You really did a good job, because I'm ahead of most young people in this world. If anything, I try my best to respect my elders and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't really know what to say about being young and dumb, but this is the part where I start to get into respect your elders part. Now, oh my gosh, respect your elders. Look, I got a story, okay? So because that happened actually today at work. First things first. The first an elderly cashier. Well, to me, she's an elder because she gave her age range or whatever. She was already nice. She was already cool. She was already cool. One of them's older women, and stuff like that. She was already cool. We was already cool. We was out, hey, what's up, and stuff like that. Hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing good, and stuff like that. That's it. No problem. All clear. But earlier today, okay, so I said, she was like, what's your name? My name is Ray Marco, and then she was like, oh, okay, well, I'm B, okay? I'm B. I was like, oh, okay, hello, B. And next thing you know, she's like, it's Miss B. I'm over 50. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry, and stuff like that. So, yeah, Miss B, okay. So then I'm walking away and stuff like that. I have no problem referring elders as, Miss or Mister and stuff like that. I have no problem, all clear. But the problem I have specifically with this interaction, look, I know it was a mistake, but the problem is I have disrespected an elder, and that was weighing on my heart a little, like I just disrespected an elder, even if it was a mistake. It was not my intention, but look, like I said, I have no problem calling elders Miss or Mister, okay? I have no problem with that, all clear. If anything, I encourage it. The problem I have is the fact that she had to, it's like she was demanding respect. That's one thing about elders I don't like or don't agree with. Like this demand and respect. Look, I get that. You gotta earn respect to give, you have to give respect to earn respect. Okay, look, it's not even about I want her to call me Mr. Ray Marco. No, it's not even that. The thing is, eventually, we just met each other. We finally introduced ourselves to each other. Just introduced our names to each other. But the thing is, because, look, later on, eventually, probably even the next time I see her, I was going to say, hello, Miss B. But the problem is I have, the fact that she had to correct me right then and there because she felt disrespected, now I feel obligated to call her Miss whatever her name is. I feel obligated now. Now, I bet some of y'all elders in the comment section is probably like, oh, you're just a young person who don't want to respect your elders. You're just another young and dumb person who wants to disrespect elders, and you think you're entitled Gen Z disrespecting elders. Look, that's not what this is all about. God forbid I disrespect elders. I'm literally doing my best to not violate elders at all. I'm doing literally my best for the most part. But all I'm saying is the fact is I have no problem with correction, okay? It's not even about that. It's not even my ego as a young person or even probably a man. The point is, me being young, I made a mistake. And I don't like the fact I made a mistake unintentionally. And the fact that she had to I'm over 50. It's like she was like trying to place some authority over me. Like as if I'm older than you. You need to respect your elders. Basically, she was kind of saying that. All clear. We cool. Me and her, we cool. I will always refer her as her Miss whatever. But all I'm saying is, I just don't like the fact that she had to point out that she's an elder. And in other words, she was indirectly saying is respect your elders. Show me some respect. It was one of those. It was one of those. I was not trying to disrespect. Not at all. I wasn't trying to do that at all. Like I said, I have no problem saying Miss whatever her name is. I have absolutely no problem. I would have referred to her that anyway. We just met each other, and you're expecting me to magically be like, oh, hello, Miss whatever. We just met each other. I just don't like the fact that she demanded me to. We just met each other, and she's demanding power over me. I feel a little not necessarily disrespected. The point is, I feel like now I'm going to be walking on eggshells with her. That's the thing with elders, period. When it comes to all elders, parents, and just elders in general, if you're over the age of 40 and more, in fact, if you're older than me by 10 years, or even just older than me, period, I feel like, specifically if you're over 40, I feel like as a young person, I'm walking on eggshells when I'm interacting with elders. That's how I feel like. The problem, look, I'm doing my best not to intentionally or unintentionally disrespect elders. That hurts me, because now you're feeling all hurt and everything. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, elders, because I know some of y'all watch this. I'm not trying to do that. God forbid. Me and my relationship with God, I'm kind of serious about that. That's disheartening. So now I'm panicking, thinking I just committed a violation to an elder, and now God, that's written down in the book of deeds. Now that's gonna be against me on the judgment day. On judgment day now. So now I've technically, in a sense, committed a sin. I judge myself very harshly when it comes to certain sins and stuff like that. Well, I should do that for all sins, but I'm an idiot. I hate sin, people. Don't start saying that I want to sin, okay? Because I hate sin, okay? For all of sin and fallen short of the glory of God. That's what the Bible literally says. So yeah. Anyway, all I'm saying is, the point is, now I have committed an unintentional sin now, and I hate that. I really feel like I'm walking on eggshells whenever I interact with elders. Another thing, one of my elder co-workers, apparently I was giving her the eye, like don't mess with me. I'm like, hello. I'm like, I had a headphone in for a start, hello, and stuff like that. I was like, hi, and then I was trying to return to my work before I forget anything. But she was walking to my way. It was like, you everything you're right. You gave me the look. I'm like, I'm sorry, what happened? And I'm sorry, what happened? No, she's like, and stuff like that and stuff. She said some stuff, whatever. And then I'm like, oh no, I'm all cool, whatever. And then I got a headphone in and stuff like that. So I was like, you doing all right, Remarkable? It was like, I think she mentioned something about her age or whatever, her being older and stuff like that. So now this other coworker, she felt that I violated her by having an attitude for her. She felt like I had an attitude. So now I'm walking on eggshells with her now. And then later on, even today, next thing you know, I'm hearing some stuff to the same lady, the same lady, coworker that was like, God gives me a spirit of discernment and stuff like that. So what was you saying to that other coworker? I was like, oh, okay. So what was you saying to that? Because I was confused. I was like, oh no, we were just talking about how like somebody paged her and stuff like that. So that was like, okay. I was like, something happened. I was like, oh no, nothing. I just thought you was talking about me and stuff like that. I'm like, no, God forbid. That's immoral and stuff like that. And I'm trying to respect elders and stuff like that. So now I committed 3 violations today towards elders. Now that really is weighing on my heart now, that I've just committed all these violations towards elders now. 1 for the one earlier and 2 of the same one. But I didn't even do nothing. All 3 of these violations was done unintentionally. The thing is, I mean, I get that coworker, the second one, was defensive. She said that herself, that she's defensive. Okay, that's fine. I get it and stuff like that, because people always talk about people and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm not trying to do that. So then on top of that, I had to also explain to her that I have a childhood of being bullied. So why would I try to repeat that? And that's immoral. And then she's mentioning, since she had to bring God in this, I have to also talk about morality on a biblical. I'm looking at the sun on a biblical standard as well. Tell her I'm a Christian. I'm trying to do the best thing I can to do everything right, biblically speaking. So then I don't know if she believed me. I hope she do. But yeah, and then because she thought I was talking about her gossiping, basically, I had to bring up the story of when I was a kid, where it was when I was claimed to being gossiping against my childhood parents. Because one time, I won't get too much in the story, but basically I was screwing up. I was acting. I was accidentally. Here we go again. Accidentally messing up the camera productions at my childhood church. And next thing you know, like, why you do that, Ray, and stuff like that. You know, and blah blah blah, this and stuff like that. Blah blah blah, God and stuff like that. So I'm going downstairs crying. Then next thing you know, my younger brother leader, he's like, Ray, is everything okay? I was like, no, don't talk to me right now. I was just blamed for something like that. And the next thing you know, one of my adult childhood siblings snitched on me. Next thing you know, Ray, get up here right now. Dad said come here. So then I'm going upstairs like trying to figure out what's happening and everything. Why he need me again and stuff like that. And next thing you know, why you gossiping right now? I'm like, wait, I'm sorry, what? No, you gossiping saying I blame some junk on you. No, you did this and stuff like that. That's a sin against gossiping. It's a sin against God. So and now I'm crying even further. I think I'm age 16 or 15, whatever. I think I'm 16, whatever. But and then I think they even mentioned the arrogant part. Yeah, because I know for sure I did not screw up that day. So anyways, this gaslighting, this gaslighting my childhood father was doing. Anyway, so yeah, so after he's like, you sin against God and stuff like that. So I'm like going out of here. So I'm going back downstairs crying, and I'm thinking that I just committed the sin of pride. I've committed the sin of honor thy father and your mother, and I just committed the sin of apparently lying, because since my childhood parent thought I was lying. So now I'm thinking I'm going to hell. So yeah, I explained that entire story, childhood trauma story, to that coworker who thought I was talking shit about her, who thought I was gossiping. I explained to her that I have a childhood trauma of me thinking I'm going to hell because of gossip. I never gossiped that day. So I explained that to her, and then that was pretty much it and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know if I kind of over-explained myself, so that coworker might think that I was just trying to, I'm guilty and I'm just trying to get out of it and something like that. So no. That's the thing I can't stand about elders. That's the thing. So now I've committed 2 violations to this. Is that someone I know? I don't know. I hope not. Now I just committed 2 violations for the same coworker, and the other violation to the other cashier coworker or whatever. So now they both are elders. I always felt that I may commit a violation towards them because they're elders and I'm young. Now I have to be careful now. I have to be careful who I'm talking to now around this coworker, because if I understand, because if I'm done talking to a coworker and then she coming around at conveniently, coincidentally, after me and this other coworker done talking, she's gonna be thinking that I'm gossiping. So now I have to be careful now. What other eggshells? What other people I'm talking to? I might have to start extending the conversation. Well, that's the thing. I can't win. This is why I kind of want to get away from society, because all these mistakes I'm keep making. I understand I'm human. I'm gonna always make mistakes. I'm imperfect. I get that. The point is, the point is, I'm keep making all these mistakes, all these violations, all these sins against humanity, either specifically unintentional. I take more of the unintentional sins of man more seriously. Okay, why? Because the intentional ones is clear that I'm just a fucking idiot. I swear it. I'm sorry. The sins of man, if I intentionally sin or whatever, that's just clear that I'm just being an idiot and I'm just being satanic, and I'm unfortunately heading hell down the broad path to hell, basically. But so that's pretty clear. The intentional sins, the intentional violations, the intentional making people's lives worse, that's pretty clear. But the unintentional ones is where I'm most concerned about, because I'm always making mistakes and everything. And then I have to figure out how other people's brain work. It's most frustrating when it comes to elders. I literally want to do my best when it comes to elders, especially authority. Authority is slightly a different story. Specifically law enforcement authority, like cops and all that stuff. Cops, they have no power over me. I don't care. You're a human being just like me. Squirrel, do not come over here. Cops and law enforcement, government, presidents. I don't care. Y'all, we the same. I don't care. Yeah, y'all the same as me. I don't care. The problem is it comes to my everyday people in my life, and just interacting with elders in general. I just don't like the fact I'm constantly walking on eggshells with elders, and just people in general, but mostly elders, because they're the main ones who's constantly being violated by young people. I get squirrel. I hope that squirrel don't jump on me. I don't have no. Oh, yeah, I do have food. I'm just look. Oh my gosh, it sucks that I'm constantly, because I'm young and they are elders in general. Because I'm young, they're thinking that I feel entitled to my opinion is fact. I know they thinking that I may know everything, that I know life and everything. I don't want to hear nothing and stuff like that. No, that is false, elders. I want to listen to you. I want to trust you. Oh my God, somebody coming. So like I was saying, an elderly man walked by. So yeah, but yeah. So anyways, I really want to, not necessarily 100%, but I really want to have a nice, good relationship with elders. I really do. I probably would have if I'm not trying to fault my grandfather. He passed on or whatever. I'm not here to fault him, but the point is, I just don't like the fact I feel like I'm walking on eggshells with elders. The simplest look, the simplest kind of look, the simplest disagreement, the simplest certain agreement, the simplest tone apparently can equate to an attitude. Oh, you disrespecting me and stuff like that. Respect your elders and stuff like that. Look, this is not me gunning on elders. The Bible literally says respect your elders, and I'm going to do exactly what the Bible says it. I'm going to do it. Not necessarily just because of my salvation. My salvation, I'm going to heaven. That's for sure. I'm going to heaven. That's just. I think that's the me that needs to do better and start seeking Jesus Christ. I need to read my Bible. So yeah, but I'm going to heaven. I'm going to heaven. Okay, I already know that. But look, oh my gosh, it's just so disheartening, and it weighs on my spirit, my heart, my soul, my entire existence, me, that I'm constantly making these mistakes towards elders. I know I said this billions of times, but I really feel like I am walking on eggshells with elders. Look, I don't even if my coworkers, even if elders think young people should call them Mr., Miss and Mr. and stuff like that. Okay, that's fine, but where's my Mr.? Where's my Mr.? Don't expect me to call you Mr. or Mrs. or whatever, and don't call me out of my name. That's some hypocritical junk. I hate hypocrisy from elders. Now, I will make a video about hypocrisy, because some people think I like being a hypocrite or trying to teach me hypocrisy. You know who you are. I am fully aware of hypocrisy. Okay, if anything, let me act out a scene from Side Novel Episode 1. I released Side Novel Episode 1 on June 1st, 2018. I believe it's June 1st, 2018. There's a scene by an elderly teacher who's 64 years old, and this kid by the name of, what's his name? How did I forget my own character's names? Well, at the time I was calling him emo teen guy. Axel, that's his name, Axel. Axel, he's in high school, okay? I'm not exactly sure what grade he's in. I haven't fully decided that yet, but Axel, this is inside now. This thing I made in 2018. This is how the scene goes, okay? I hope I can still do the voice, okay? I voiced the elderly teacher, okay, by the way, Mr. Gray, okay? Here we go, okay? I'm about to do some voice acting, okay? I can't do the voice. It's been a while since I did his voice. Alright, last time we got interrupted by the bell, so let's continue where we left off. Now turn your books to page 18. And then Tails says, Mr. What? No. And then Sonic is like, then Tails is like, shit. Now turn your books to page 18. It's best to not even say anything. And then, the teacher is like, then the Axel, the teenager, he walks in the classroom saying, no. He walks in the class and then the teacher's like, Well, what do you have here? Excellent, you're late. Then, Axel, he's like, what? How do you know my name? And then the teacher's like, it's obvious. Your name is in the school system. Oh, and by the way, for all that disrespectful talk back earlier, I'm gonna have a talk with your parents. And then Axel's like, he's like, what? And then he's like, I might have to edit this video anyway since I name dropped by accident. So yeah, so yeah. And then he's like, what? Yes, that's right. Should have thought about that before you decide to talk back. Respect your elders. And then he's like, man, what's the line? I don't remember it. What? And he's like, Axel's like, respect your elders? Get the fuck out of here. You over here calling me weird kid and expecting me to respect you? Hell no, fuck this shit. I'm out of here. And then he leaves. Because, and for that you be spending your lunchtime and ice this. So yeah, I made that I'm gonna have to definitely edit this video. So yeah, and probably add the characters and stuff like that in there, so y'all can see it. So yeah, cause I made this scene, okay, inside now, and back in 2018. Why did I make that scene? Because I got sick of the hypocrisy from elders. The elders, whatever reason, they expect young people to just have this super respectful, like, oh yes sir, yes ma'am, basically, I don't know, this perfect treatment, like treat them as if they're gods or something. That's how I feel elders kind of want. Treat them as if some big old god or whatever, little g god, probably even big G god. Unfortunately, I get that you have experienced life, I get that, but you know how life usually works. I get that, but just because your life was decent or whatever does not mean everything is gonna work out in our lives just fine. Yes, thank you for tips, don't get me wrong, but the problem is elders, they like to always feel disrespected just because we don't want to take their advice, something like that. Take their advice all the time, because everything ain't gonna be the same. Especially this whole young Gen Z doesn't want to work, which I feel like some of us don't want to work. Don't get me wrong. They want to say young people don't want to work. Young people is hard to work with. No, the boomers are hard to work with. We think the reason why us young people came up, okay, boomer. That was inside our episode 3, by the way. How the scene go? No, how the scene go inside our episode 3? It started like this. Shit, I don't remember. Alright, man, it's been a while since I did. Oh man, I need to watch episode 3 aside now. I recently way back in 2021. He was like, now turn your notebooks to page 18. And then he was like, okay, I won't do all the singing, but I'm not gonna do all the singing because I can't do Amy's voice from Sonic the Hedgehog. So yeah, Mr. Gray, he's my favorite character inside novel so far. I know I make that character, he came from my brain, but he's just so funny. So yeah, I like elderly men. So yeah. Elderly, I don't know, something about them characters so funny. So yeah, that's the thing. And then growing up in school and teachers and stuff like that, we can't. Oh my gosh, another thing, when we were kids and stuff like that, and then teachers like, why are you doing this, stuff like that? I'm like, oh no, don't you say nothing, no smart mouth junk. We cannot defend ourselves as young people, especially if you're a kid. The thing is, elders, they know, grown ups specifically, elders, they know that we have a flawed way of as a kid and even young person, we have a flawed way of trying to explain ourselves. So because elders are so impatient to hear what we got to say, they don't want to hear nothing what we as young people and kids want to say at all. And they just say, oh, you being smart mouth, you being disrespectful. Then they start punishing us or whatever. Go to the dean office, go to your counselor, you're in trouble, I'm calling you, and then you wonder why young people later resent elders and stuff like that. Elders need to, that's the problem. Elders, they don't like listening to young people. As if they, I'm sorry, but elders, they kind of treat like they basically, they want servants. A lot of elders, they expect young people to be their servants and take on every single duty that they want. They expect us to take care of them. They expect us to take every single bit of advice, do everything perfectly, do everything they tell us to do perfectly, little to no problems, and they expect us to magically know how to do it as well, do it the exact way, the way that they desire and everything. It's just a lot of horse shit from elders. Look, I love elders. If anything, I'm trying to find an elderly man to bond with, honestly. Since I never had a male role model, I always wanted one. I wanted an older brother. There's this coworker, this elder coworker, and he, Mr. T, he was an older white dude or whatever. But I don't know why he always listened to me and stuff like that. Always listen. And even my current elder coworker, the one who told me I should have had 5 girlfriends by now. I really appreciate elders who listen to me. It's usually the elderly men who listen to me, because I think the reason why this is the case is because they see a young person who's trying to find his way, who's trying to live life conveniently nice and everything. So I guess they feel they want to not necessarily coach me, but they just want me to see me do right. It's usually elderly men who want to. Honestly, man, I miss Mr. T. But he had to switch back to his other store, but I miss him. He was real cool. He taught me how to do the register and everything. He helped me switch scanners on one of the registers because one of my measures didn't work or whatever. Yeah, that was cool. I had probably a total of 4 elder co-workers, 2 currently now, who's all male, who actually listen to what I gotta say as a young person and try. I mean, yes, some of them might disagree with me and stuff like that, and they see me be vulnerable and everything, especially the ones especially the recent the trusted coworker. When I told him, y'all think I'm autistic and everything, he's like, Ray Marco, you need to stop making videos like that. But I don't see no autism. You do be in your own little world, Ray Marco. But he was making sure I'm okay. I really appreciate those elder coworkers. They actually listen to me, and whenever I'm wrong, they correct me, and I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel, what's the word I'm looking for? Salty or anything. I don't feel salty necessarily. I should feel bad if I'm doing something wrong. Don't get me wrong, I do. But I'm just saying, their approach. They listen to me. That's the problem with most elders. They don't listen to young people. They don't want to listen. And the thing is, they feel obligated. They don't have to listen to elders. I've literally been told to one of my childhood parents, your childhood parent, your parent, said parent, they don't have to listen to you. They your parent. That's some very toxic stuff right there. When I was told that to one of my childhood parents, because my other childhood parent was not listening to me. I'm pretty sure I've already gender dropped which one, but when I told that child, when that childhood parent told me your parent has every right not to listen to you, they're your parent and stuff like that, I was like, okay, well, this is the way how life is supposed to be. So I remember even a moment I was keep calling myself stupid because I kept accidentally breaking the 4th commandment of honor thy father and thy mother. So I'm thinking I'm going to hell because I'm constantly causing mistakes between my parents. No guidance between elders. I'm sorry. And then they want to say young people are just so disrespectful and to elders and stuff like that. Y'all giving up. I'm sorry, y'all elders. Y'all giving up on us young people. Yes, I know a lot of us. Not all, but most. But a lot of young people are completely disrespectful assholes who don't want to listen to elders. I get that, but I understand why elders will box me in that, because they're so used to elders disrespecting them. I get that, why they were, kind of boxing me. But at the same time, to jump to conclusions as if I will disrespect my elders and stuff like that is completely wrong. And the fact that you want to, by default, treat me as if I'm a disrespectful young person is also a form of, I want to say hypocrisy. Yeah, I want to say that. And it's just being prejudiced on top of that. A lot of elders are very prejudiced towards young people. And I get it. The same thing even happens with young people. We are very prejudiced towards elders too. I get that. But all I'm saying is, as young people, we want to be heard. We're human beings too. We're not your slaves. We're not your slaves. We're not your slaves. I think I had enough to say. In conclusion, these 3 violations I had today, these accidental violations, well, one of them technically is not a violation. They were just being defensive, as they call them. These 3 violations today is now made me paranoid, and now I got to be very careful to speak to them. But unfortunately, because that one coworker, Miss B, who basically demanded or commanded me to call her Miss First or whatever, Miss First or whatever. Now, because of that, because I'm feeling obligated to call her by that, I kind of don't want to now. Now I'm kind of leaning, unfortunately, to the rebellious, disrespectful young person now, because I feel violated because she is obligating me to call her Miss. I get she's over 50, I get it, but for now I just won't be referring her as Miss at all or by her name at all. I'll just say hello. Hi, how you doing? I'm gonna be nice, but the fact I don't like this is the part where that makes me a hypocrite, because I feel violated. I feel like I feel violated and feel controlled that she demanded that I call her Miss. And the fact is, I'm not gonna call her that on purpose the next few times I greet her or whatever or interact with her. And the fact is, this is a form of disrespecting your elders now, because now I'm intentionally choosing not to call her Miss whatever, or not refer her as her name at all, just say hello, how you doing, and stuff like that. The fact is that because of that, now I am unfortunately intentionally disrespecting her now, disrespecting her elderly position or whatever, her authority. I'm gonna hate that now, because now that's on my heart that I'm intentionally doing it, which technically is even worse than the unintentional now. And now God gonna get on me. The angels are definitely gonna write that down in the book of deeds, and now I'm being judged by God and stuff like that. Look, I understand why God says to respect your elders. I get it. I want to. I really do. But you can't. Stop demanding respect when you don't give respect back. I'm not saying elders are disrespecting young people, but a good number of them do be doing that junk, unfortunately. But I'm just saying, I just don't like I said, finally, in conclusion, I don't like the fact elders be demanding young people all this service, all this, they expect us to take all their advice as if it's true, as if it's going to 100% play right in our lives and stuff like that. I don't like the fact elders want us to speak to them a most perfect way or whatever. They expect us to serve them like a slave. I'm putting that in quotes, okay? Quotes, people, okay? Quotes. Especially the elders that's watching this, because I know y'all pissed off at me right now. Or whatever. But the elders over there expecting us to, I don't know, this perfect, good, obedient child. Obedience. Y'all want obedience. That's what y'all want. And because I'm in my modern parents' house, I'm doing everything I can not to violate their rules either. But at the same time, because I'm an adult and I have my own brain and my own mind even further, their ways are clashing. My modern parents' ways are clashing with my own ways. And because if I continue my ways, I'm disrespecting their household because they are the authority. Because they're the authority, okay, you're the authorities, you're the authorities, y'all leader of the house, I'm the side leader of the house. So what y'all say go? Okay, I'll do it, but unfortunately, it won't be from the heart. Some part of my heart will follow my modern parents' rules, and that's why I'm literally doing it. Because it's kind of the fear of, you know, of authority, fear of, I don't want to say fear of God, because none of my parents are nothing like God at all. Not all 6 of them are nothing like God, but I'm submitting my will, my ego as an adult, young adult, to my modern parents and all my parents for that matter. Because I genuinely care about how they feel, I'm going to submit, and unfortunately, I'm going to sacrifice my own conveniences in life. Like, they want me to use their washing machine and dryer. I completely understand. But the point is, why in the world am I washing my clothes in the washing machine if 90% of my clothes are already clean? The other 10% is being on my body or drying, air drying. So, yeah. The thing is, even though I'm paying bills in this house, I feel like I don't have a voice. And because their position, their authority, my modern parents and any of my parents, because of their default biblical order, I must submit. And I will submit. Generally speaking, I will submit. But at the same time, I'm sacrificing my own peace of mind. I have to be careful what I say to my elders. Like I said, finally, in conclusion, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells, okay? Can you at least see that, elders? Can you at least see that? Elders, please tell me. I'm begging for your help. I'm literally, as a young person, I'm begging for your help. Please listen to me. Please hear me as a young people. Please consider, I'm begging you, literally. Please consider listening to us young people. We need your help. But we feel like y'all are failing us and y'all don't care about us because y'all keep boxing us with the rest of these idiots. Idiot young people. Please, I am begging you, elders. At least listen to us. Think. Use your brain. Use your 70 years of experience. Use your 70 years or however you are. Stop boxing young people. That's what I'm asking you to do. Please, I'm literally begging you. Us young people, we need your help more than all. Especially in this modern world that's going to die, that's definitely going to hell. This world's hell. I really feel like elders have given up on young people. And now you complaining that young people don't like y'all. We don't like y'all because y'all have given up. We felt like that you've given up on us. That's how we feel. I'm speaking for all young people. Yes, all young people. I don't care if it's gang related, hood related, bougie, Beverly Hills junk, proper white, black, Mexican. I don't give a fuck. All young people. I'm speaking for all young people in the world. We all feel that y'all elders have turned y'all back on us. That's how we feel. We relied on y'all at one point. But because y'all didn't want to listen to us, you being smart mouth. Be quiet. Get in the corner. You getting this spanking. Because y'all elders, not on all but most, but because y'all didn't want to listen to us, don't want to give us any kind of, didn't treat us like humans, like the mistakes you made when you was a kid. Because of that, we feel that we don't need to listen to you. That's why. It's equal, y'all. All of this is just that. No communication between elders and young people. That's all it is. But I feel like y'all are more responsible, elders. Y'all know better. We're young and dumb. Of course we're gonna be young and dumb. I get that. We have no experience in life. We get that. You're supposed to teach us, elders. You're supposed to teach us. Oh, y'all young people, y'all don't want to hear from us because y'all so disrespectful and y'all got y'all egos and such pride and stuff like that. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Some of us can, but you have to find a way to navigate through our attitudes and to teach us to be morally correct. Especially if you're a Christian. Man, that's it. That's all I gotta say. This weighs on my heart. Literally, it weighs on my heart. Elders. Young people were begging for your help. I'm talking too much. I'm repeating myself. All I'm saying is, look, if Adam and Eve, if they just did what God told them to do, we wouldn't have been in this problem. I would not be swearing. I would not be falling short of sin and everything. So, yeah. But Adam and Eve, they just had to make their decision. But they made their decision. I need to make our own. That's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.